Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a skincare recommendations video. So I've picked out some of my favorite skincare and one body care product. Now most of these are products that I have been using for quite some time, and some of these are new, very few of them which I've recently started using and which I would like to recommend to you. So I'm going to start with cleansers first. For cleansers I have picked out 3 of these. Now my favorite at the moment is the AVENE CLEANANCE gel, and just by the bottle you can tell that I have used it quite a bit and it looks pretty dirty as well. So this is a soapless cleanser meant for acne prone skin. My skin has been breaking out quite a bit since the past few weeks. Now most of the bigger pimples from my right cheek are gone now, but I do have a bit on my left jawline, and I love this because it really helps in clearing up the skin without drying it out. Most of the anti-acne cleansers tend to be really drying, really uncomfortable, but this doesn't have any harsh soaping agents and it's really gentle. So if you have breakout prone skin, I would highly recommend this cleanser. For people who have normal to dry skin, I would recommend the Kama Ayurveda Rose Jasmine cleanser. This has been my favorite for years for the winter time because this is really gentle, doesn't strip the skin dry, makes the skin very comfortable, very moisturized after using, and this once again doesn't contain any harsh soaping agents. It doesn't lather up too much, it just feels very mild, very comfortable on the skin, and for dry skin I think this is one of the best cleansers in the market. This has a lot of natural extracts. It also has aloe vera juice, which we know is quite moisturizing. It also has jojoba seed oil, which also further helps in just calming down dry skin. This is definitely a very good one for normal to dry skin especially, but I think people with all skin types can use it. Now most of the products I'm mentioning right now are on sale at Nykaa. They're doing something called the skincare week, so there are lots of good discounts on skincare products. I'm going to list all of those in the description box below. And the third cleanser I picked out is by NEUTROGENA. I've used this one quite a lot, especially when I was in college. This is geared towards normal to oily skin, and I've got a smaller version here which is very good for traveling. They also have this in a bigger size. Now this is a gel based cleanser. If you've been watching my videos for some time, you know that I love gel based cleansers because they are mild on the skin. I think it's very important to use a face wash that is not too strong, not too harsh. I feel like it makes a very big difference. So for people with normal to oily skin that isn't particularly prone to breakouts or anything, this is a very good cleanser. It foams mildly, nothing too foamy, nothing too drying, but it does get rid of all the excess oil and it just makes your skin feel really cleansed without being stretchy or dry. So this is my recommendation for people with normal to oily skin, and I actually got this as part of a combo. Neutrogena has a lot of these combos where you get a bit of discount once you buy a few products together. So I got this, I got their Rainforest Bath and Shower Gel, then I also got their Fine Fairness Moisturizer. So this is their Rain Bath Refreshing Shower and Bath Gel. This smells so good, it is so refreshing. If you like fresh scents, I would highly recommend this. I wanted to try this since a very long time, but somehow since I always have so many extra shower gels, I kind of resisted, but this time when I saw the combo on offer, I got this, and because I wanted the Neutrogena Deep Clean smaller sized face wash for traveling, so I got this and I'm really pleased with it. It's very refreshing. This is once again a gel base. It doesn't lather too much, so your skin is not going to feel itchy or dry afterwards. And what I love about this is that the fragrance is quite natural seeming. It doesn't feel very overpowering. It's kind of fresh. It just makes you feel very clean. So definitely recommend this if you're looking for something for the spring and summer which is refreshing to use but not particularly fruity or floral. As part of the combo, I also got their Fine Fairness cream, and this is basically a daytime moisturizer. It has SPF of 20 and PA plus protection. Now I have used the Fine Fairness lotion moisturizer back when I was in college, and I used to really like it because it wasn't really heavy on my skin and it also gave sort of an instant brightening effect. Now the cream is a little bit richer than the lotion. Now that since I'm in my late 20s, the texture works a little better for my skin because my skin is becoming a little more dehydrated and dry with age. When I was in my late teens and early 20s, the lotion used to work a little better. That's better for people with slightly oilier skin, but this works really nicely for combination skin. It gives an instant brightening effect. I don't really support the whole fairness claim, and I wish they called it something else instead of calling it a fairness moisturizer, but it does work really nicely on the skin without being too heavy, and all in all it's a really nice day cream which is not too expensive as well. Coming to sunscreen, I have only picked out one, and this is one that I like a lot. This is the Vichy Capital Ideal Soleil SPF 50, and this is the Mattifying Face Fluid Dry Touch. In this range they have a couple of different textures. This one is called the Mattifying Face Fluid, so this is better for people with slightly oily skin, combination skin, who want sunscreen that's not too creamy, that's not too rich. And I personally don't like sunscreens that are too heavy. I like my sunscreens to be as light as possible, because once you have so many layers of skincare and then makeup on your face, it doesn't really help if you have something that's very heavy. So the lighter the better, and this works really well. It's not too matte, it's not so dry that you have trouble applying makeup over it. Like there's some mattifying sunscreens which just leave a very dry kind of finish on the skin, so it's very difficult to apply any kind of BB cream or foundation on top of it. It just doesn't blend nicely. But this, despite being called a mattifying face fluid, it is not super drying. It just feels light and comfortable on the skin, and it's SPF 50, so it gives really good protection. So I would definitely recommend this for everybody. I think this works for pretty much all skin types. Since we are moving into spring and summer, I thought I would pick out the kind of moisturizers that are more suited for the weather we are moving into. So the first one is the Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo Plus. Now if you have breakout prone skin, if you have skin that gets clogged, if you have skin that's just oily and tends to just attract a lot of dust and dirt, I think this is a very good option. Especially good for people who have breakouts, but even if you don't get breakouts, even if you just have clogged, dull looking skin, I think this works really well because it has a mild exfoliating action. It helps clear up the pores, and that further prevents clogging and pimples. This has been a favorite of mine since many years, and I also went on the Free from Spots boot camp, which was 2016 January, to Paris. So this product is just very close to my heart. It works really well on the skin. It's a very lightweight moisturizer. It has glycerin, which helps moisturize, but it also has powders that give a more mattifying feel. And all in all, it just works really well in unclogging the skin, in helping get rid of pimples and marks. So this is something I always have with me, and I can't recommend it enough. Another lightweight moisturizer that I have been using is actually a serum. It's marketed as a serum, but it can be used as a moisturizer for when your skin is feeling really oily. So this is the Kiehl's Hydro-Plumping Re-Texturizing Serum Concentrate. You might remember this from one of my hauls, I think back in January. I first had a sample of this and it worked so well on my skin. This has a really special texture. Once you pump it out, it seems like a creamy, thick gel, but once you apply it on the skin, it sort of releases moisture, it releases the water. And I think L'Oreal has a patent for this kind of technology, and Kiehl's is part of the L'Oreal group, so that patent has been incorporated in this. So all that moisture is kind of held in the formula. Only once you apply it on the skin, the moisture is released, and you feel a bit of a watery sensation once you apply this on the skin. It also has 15% glycerin. We know glycerin is really good at attracting water to the skin and keeping your skin moisturized. And it also has shiso leaf extract. Overall, if you have really dehydrated skin, not really dry skin is basically a lack of oil, but dehydrated skin is a lack of water, a lack of moisture in the skin, then I think this is going to work really well. It's a bit on the expensive side, but I think it's a really good product product, and personally it works really well for me. It hydrates the skin, it plumps the skin, and you definitely notice a difference right from the first use. So I've been using this for the daytime as well as the evening time. Talking of moisturizers, there's one cream which I have been using since the winters, since this was launched, and this is the Plum E-Luminance Deep Moisturizing Cream. This moisturizer is geared towards dry to very dry skin, and sometimes I get patches of dryness. So in the winters I was using this all over the face when my skin was getting really dry, but now that we're moving into spring, I don't get as much dryness, but I do get some patches of dryness, and I think that happens to pretty much all of us. Maybe around the nose, around the cheeks, somewhere we tend to get a patch that is really dry, and for that it's really good to have a cream which is super moisturizing, and you can just sort of spot apply in that area where you're getting that really patchy dryness. Now I like this cream because it has a lot of good natural additives. This has sunflower seed oil, this also has kokum seed butter, jojoba seed oil, grape seed oil, elderflower extracts, and if I'm not wrong, I think there's a total of 12 natural extracts that have been used for this cream. The first ingredient is water, the second one is glycerine, once again very hydrating, and the third one is sunflower seed oil. This is a 100% vegan cream. This is free from parabens, free from sulfates, free from mineral oil. It's all very good natural extracts, lots of natural oils and butters in this, and it's because of that this has such a good moisturizing action on the skin. I personally love products that have natural oils. I find that natural botanical ingredients really do make a big difference on the skin, and Plum is just one of those brands that is very clean when it comes to ingredients. They use a lot of natural extracts, they don't use any mineral oil, parabens, sulfates in their products. So if you're conscious about using more natural products, I think Plum is definitely the brand to go for. It's an Indian brand, it's not very expensive, it's very easily available, and overall they have some really good products. So this cream I would recommend for people who've got normal to dry to very dry skin. Coming to moisturizers, I couldn't not mention the Olay Total Effects 7-in-1 Anti-Aging Night Firming Cream. This is an old favorite. I'm sure you have heard about this on my channel, on my blog many times in the past few years. What I like about this cream is that it is really good as a starter anti-aging night cream. It starts out as a lack of glow, a lack of moisture, and this addresses this really well. This also comes in a tub packaging. This is a smaller 20-gram pump packaging, which I think is quite nice for travel. The bigger packaging I think contains about 50 grams of product, and Olay is a brand that's very easy available both online and offline. It's a brand that's very trusted, and if you haven't tried any night creams before, if you're just starting out with building a skincare routine, especially an anti-aging routine, I would definitely recommend this. You can start using this in your mid to late 20s or early 30s, and you would definitely notice an improvement in the level of moisture and glow in your skin. So that is the Olay Total Effects Anti-Aging Night Cream. I have two more night creams to recommend, and they both are slightly higher in terms of price as compared to the Olay one. The first one is the Kama Ayurveda Rejuvenating and Brightening Night Cream. I like this so much, and I have mentioned this in quite a few of my videos recently. This is a cream that kind of does a little bit of everything. It helps in moisturizing, it helps in firming the skin, and it also helps in drying up pimples, and it has a bit of turmeric, which has an anti-inflammatory and antiseptic action, which is why it also has a slightly yellowish color. Kama Ayurveda, we know it's an Ayurvedic brand, so they have all natural extracts. The products are made with traditional Ayurvedic recipes, and I think this is a very good night cream for people with normal to slightly oily skin. And the last cream that I want to mention in this video is the Innisfree Orchid Enriched Cream. So when Innisfree launched online, I got some of their products to try out, and I would be doing a video. I've actually filmed the video already, so I would be making it live very soon. So I tried 5 or 6 of their products, including mostly their best sellers like their volcanic clay mask, the green tea seed serum. I've been using this as a night cream, and I really like it. Innisfree is a Korean brand, in case you've not heard of it before. You can buy it online now. Earlier they used to have just one store store in Delhi, but now they have a store in Mumbai and they are online at Nykaa as well. And the Orchid Enriched cream is one of their best sellers, and I can see why. This is a very nourishing cream, although the texture doesn't feel very heavy. It's got like a thick creamy gel texture, but it is very nourishing. It takes care of all dryness. This once again is a very good starter anti-aging cream. It's not something that's meant for people in their 40s or 50s. I think they've got a perfect 9 repair range for that, but for people in their late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, I think this is a really good cream, and this is what I'm using currently as a night cream. This just penetrates the skin really well. It doesn't feel very heavy, although it is quite nourishing. You are going to notice that your skin feels really plump and nourished after using this. And this contains orchid extracts. All of the Innisfree skincare is based around certain natural extracts which are known to be very good for the skin. This also has a really nice mild floral scent, so it's quite pleasant to use. And the best thing is that you don't have to use too much of it. You just need a tiny amount, and that much is enough. It's not a super rich cream, it's not a super light cream as well. So I think this is something that can comfortably work for people with all skin types. People with dry skin can also use this. People with oily skin can also use this. Just make sure to tailor the amount you apply based on your skin type. If you have oily skin, just use a tiny bit. If you have dry skin, you can use it a little more generously to make sure your entire face and the dry areas are covered. Definitely recommend this. It's a really good starter anti-aging cream. If you're in your mid-20s, mid-30s, early 30s, I would definitely recommend this. And then the last product is from one of my favorite brands. I cannot do a skincare video recommendations without picking something from Forest Essentials. However, I kind of try to restrict myself to not pick out too many of their products. So the product I have picked out from Forest Essentials is their facial treatment mask, and this is the Mysore Sandalwood and Nagkesar mask. I have a lot of favorites from the brand, and I'm going to do a separate video with like my top 5 Forest Essential recommendations, my favorite products. I'm going to do a separate video, but I picked out this one because this is now actually my third tub. I like this mask so much, and if I had to pick out just one mask for my skin, I think it would be this one. It is a clay-based mask, so it does work slightly better for people who have got a bit of oiliness, but it's not just a standard clay mask. This also brightens the skin, it also tightens the skin, and this is the mask I generally like to use before I'm filming a tutorial or something, because it just makes my skin look really good. Because it's a clay-based mask, it deep cleanses, it draws out all that excess oil, your skin feels super clean, but it doesn't dry out the skin. It adds a bit of glow, it firms up, it tightens the skin, and overall your skin just looks really nice after using this. And like all Forest Essentials products, this also has a very nice scent. It has a sandalwood and rose water kind of scent. It feels really nice to use. If you have normal to oily skin, or if you get oiliness in the spring summer months, I think you should definitely give this a try. So that was my last pick for this video. I hope you found my skincare recommendations helpful. Do check out the Nykaa Skincare Week, all the offers that are going on. I'm going to put all the prices and the discounts on these products which I have chosen for this video in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye.